Welcome to the Mr. Hydration Station. I am your host, Mr. Hydration, aka Raul, aka Victor, Raul, aka Mr. Hydration. Call me whatever you like, whatever you want, doesn't matter to me. As long as you don't call me late for dinner or whatever the fuck they say. Who knows? I don't. I definitely don't. Today we have a special guest with us, Peter Julian. He will be joining us shortly. But first, I have to give some shout outs to people. Number one being DJ Slim. Make sure you hit him up for any and all of your entertainment purposes. He is, hold on, I wonder if I can do that weird. That was dumb. But look. Yeah. Whatever, I tried. But make sure you hit up DJ Slim for any and all of your entertainment purposes, whether it's DJ, MC, performances, whatever it might be, hit him up. Who knows? It might be me showing up, but I work with DJ Slim all the time. He's a real cool cat. Make sure you hit him up at 815-257-2601. Another person I want to give a shout out to is the person who took this picture right there. Bam. It's the picture I'm using for my Mr. Hydration logo. He took it at Ottawa Riverfest. It was, I want to say, well, it's one of my favorite pictures, just because like I'm looking out in the crowd and my hair is down and everything, and I ended up using it for the Mr. Hydration logo because why not? And plus I'm a big fan of his. In general, he takes pictures for everybody. He's a huge, what would you call that? He's a huge help to the local music community, and he takes pictures. So like, if you're looking for someone to do a photo shoot with, make sure you hit him up. That's Kevin Killay. You can find K Squared Imagery on the Facebook. K Squared Imagery. That is K, the letter K, the word squared, space imagery. It's pretty simple. And then again, then I want to give a shout out to Sup Marv Studios. If you have any podcasts that you want to be a part of, any music videos you want to shoot, any recordings that you want to shoot, or that you want to make with your band, say you have, or maybe you want to make a commercial or something. He's very, very knowledgeable person in that aspect, and I highly recommend him as well. Make sure you look him up on YouTube, Sup Marv Studios. That's SUPMARF, one word, Sup Marv Studios. Well, I guess studios would be a separate word, but I don't know if he uses studios in it. I just call it Sup Marv Studios. It could be just Sup Marv. I don't know for sure. Another group of people that I want to give a shout out to is Scott the Falls out of Niagara Falls area over in New York. They're going to be hosting. I will be hosting the entertainment portion of Falls Fest 3.0. I'm super excited about that. But you can actually find all the festivals that I'm going to be a part of coming up. If you go to my story on Facebook, just look at Raul Contreras, go to my story, and all the festivals that I'm a part of are on there today. It's something that I probably should have been doing earlier, but for some reason it just clicked in my head today. But you know what? It's better late than never. So glad I got to do it today. And obviously next week, this Saturday, I'm going to be at the VFW in Ottawa. They're closing down the whole block, and I'm on from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. So why don't you come hang out with your boy, and let's have a good time. Okay, so I think that's everything I want to give I also want to give a shout out to Rodriguez Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of the Peru, Illinois Mall. If you want to learn anything from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to kickboxing to boxing to MMA and all around combat sports, make sure you go to Rodriguez Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the Peru, Illinois Mall. And if you happen to run into Jordan Anderson while you're out there and you happen to mention Mr. Hydration, you get yourself a free personalized jiu-jitsu lesson over there, and it's a fun time, man. I'm telling you, if you got kids, put them in jiu-jitsu classes. If you want to lose weight, go to the cardio classes. If you just want to learn jiu-jitsu and roll around, go there. If you want to learn how to fight, go there. They're not going to put you in any fights until they believe you're ready, and trust me, they'll get you ready for any fights. Another person I want to give a shout out to is Lucas Too Strong Waltney and his gym at Ottawa MMA, or at Too Strong MMA in Ottawa. He runs it out of his garage. He's got he's got a ring in there. He's got bags in there. He works his team members. They go out and fight PFC all the time. He's going to be fighting to compete to represent Team America over in Nashville this weekend. and it's man, he's a great fighter. He's a great person. He works with Rodriguez Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and overall, just an awesome guy. So make sure you hit him up, root for him. If you're not watching this pay per view this weekend, at least ask about it. You know, get on his page, wish him luck, and all the good stuff. All right, so now we're gonna bring on the great, amazing man that is the legend, Peter Julian himself.
Hey,
How are you
what's
doing,
going
brother?
on? Good to see you.
Chilling like a villain, man. What about you?
Oh man,
Good to see you too.
just got done going for a skate with my daughter, so I'm feeling pretty good. And just got done passing around the last of my flyers for Sugar Creek Music Festival.
Yeah, man. July 4th, right?
Yes, sir. First through the fourth, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's our first Sunday ever that we'll be doing it. Usually we just do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday. So um, 4th of July happens to run on a Sunday. So Evan's going to have a whole bunch of fireworks, and we're going to be partying, playing music, and just having a good time.
Always having fireworks out there?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, hell yeah, man. What a fucking weekend that's gonna be, man. What an amazing weekend that'll be.
Yeah, I
So,
can't wait.
dude, I gotta ask you about that picture in the background with a bunch of pictures in it. What is that?
It's actually my partner's. It's got all the famous artists from Jim Morrison to Janis Joplin to uh, freaking Roger Waters and Elton John. It's just got all the famous artists. So artists, some are still that are still alive, and some that are have passed on.
Dude, that's so cool, man. I love artwork like that, you know, that's out of the box. I dig it, dude. But anyway, I mean let's I guess I want to ask you how you been, man.
I've been good, man. Just been playing shows and promoting festivals and trying to be a dad and a loving partner and just trying to do it all.
Yeah, how's that going for you, brother?
It's going good, you know. It's got its ups and downs and turnarounds and lefts and rights and
Oh, I feel that, man. I feel that. Same, man. I've just been trying to perform lately. I've been, I mean, I told you I was pretty sick there for a little bit, so I'm kind of getting over that. But other than that, man, I've been trying to do my best with like music and just really promoting fights and shows. And man, I'm super excited for this Fourth of July one, though, man. Like you said, it's the first. What would you? Is that 5 day? Is that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Wait, Thursday, Friday,
Thursday,
Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Four technically, I guess.
Yeah, 4 day, the first four
Hmm.
day. That's crazy, man. Obviously, I'm super pumped to be there. I'll be there from the first to the second. But so tell me on your end, man. Obviously, we're here to promote the July 4th festival. But do you have anything else you want to talk about before we get into that?
Um, well, I got a couple other festivals that you're performing at as well. That I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
talking about too. But yeah, man, it's going to be pretty crazy because I'm pretty excited that you're going to be out there hosting the Super Jam stage with me. You know,
Yeah.
Mark's going to be there. I got some really good guitar players coming too, so we're going to have plenty of lead guys to just do all the leads and do all the work while we just hold down the rhythm and you do all the singing. You know.
I was thinking about that all day today because obviously we had talked about doing this interview, but I was just like going through my head of like different things I want to try like once we get out there because I listened to the interview from last time, and then just like I guess just I realized it's been so long since we jammed since Micklet's Spring Fling. And I
Yeah.
was like, man, it's been too long. Dude, I need to get out there. And then I started thinking, I'm like, I wonder what he's doing Friday because I'm not booked Friday. Maybe I'll make my way down there or something, dude. But I had all these thoughts running through my head of like what I want to play and just like the excitement that comes with the pre-show jitters, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You definitely can't get any sleep after that.
Damn, man. So why don't you tell us about the lineup for the July 4th festival? Do you have it? Do you know it?
Yes, sir, I do. So, got it right here. All these beautiful bands, including the Bongo Pablo Super Jam, which we'll be doing, which is the open jam stage. And I'm doing that Thursday through Sunday. I basically bring a good amount of the instruments, the drums, the bass amp, the guitar amp. the PA. I bring a little bit of percussion too, but mostly you just bring your instruments, bring your bass, bring your guitar, your violin, your saxophone, piano, whatever you got. Just bring it, come out and jam with Bongo Pablo, Mr. Hydration, and we're gonna make
Yeah.
something out of it. And it goes as late as I want it to go. So sometimes it goes till 4 in the morning, sometimes it goes till 6 in the morning. Sometimes I'm like, okay, it's Thursday, maybe we should end it at 2 so we can keep the jam going a little later.
Right. One of the best pieces of advice I was ever told about a festival was it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. And I've
Yeah.
always kept that in mind I mean, really, in all aspects. Another good piece of advice is it's easier to keep up than it is to catch up. So it's like, all right, just be mindful, don't be too crazy. But if you get, I don't know, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Evan has actually he did me a huge favor. I didn't know he was going to do this, but he rented a trailer that's going to have air conditioning in it. So we're going to be able to chill.
What?
Yeah, Evan is so awesome for doing that, which we should definitely give a huge shout out and a big thanks to Evan Betts, the owner of Sugar Creek Music Festival, the creator himself. I tried getting him out here. I was trying to nag him to come out here and do the interview with me,
No, he
and
didn't want to.
he's just really busy. He's really busy. He's also a carpenter, and he's juggling a lot of things right now. So I totally understand why he couldn't make it, but I at least tried to nag him.
That's awesome, man. Well, thank you, Evan. Appreciate it, man. I'm sure. I'm sure I'll get to see you there. So I'll give you some high fives and hugs when I see you there.
Yeah, I told him all about you, and and he says he can't wait to meet you. Actually,
Awesome, man. I'm excited, dude. Ooh, the itch. It's coming back, man. It's coming back. It's so close. What is it? 2 weeks away now?
yeah, it's 2 weeks away. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm gonna have Mark with me, of course, hosting sound, and we'll be your backline, man. We got you all day, all night. So, and I also
Yeah.
got members from Eternal Twig coming, John Sabo and Emerson Mabel. They're coming out, and they're really good guitar players.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's going to be really awesome.
I forget which one sings, but man, his vocals are from
Is
Eternal
it?
Twig.
Yeah, is it the
Oh,
higher? The guy who can sing higher? Yeah,
yeah.
Emerson. Emerson's got some really unique vocals. Definitely, I agree.
Oh my god, dude, that dude's vocals are just out of this world, man. I'm a huge fan of his. We met at the spring fling, and like, we were both going back and forth. I was just like, man, I love your vocals. He was like, I love yours. I was like, bruh, don't even say that.
He's multi-talented too. He can play bass, he plays guitar, and he can play keys. He has probably some other instruments that I don't know that he can play, and he can sing really good. So he's pretty talented.
Oh yeah, and he said he's gonna be helping host.
Yes. Yep.
That's awesome, man. That's
hmm
awesome.
They're going to be there the whole weekend. Emerson and John, they'll be there the whole weekend, which I was hoping you could be, but you got to do other gigs. What's up with that?
You know what, dude? I got okay. So the plan was obviously to go and host it with you the whole weekend, but then there's this big venue in Streeter, my hometown,
hmm
and they've never done like a club night or anything or any like it's always been a wedding venue. It's a beautiful place, like built back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. It's old. It looks amazing in there. And the owner came up and he approached me and he's like, "Hey man, what do you think about doing like he wants to do like a countdown to July 4th, which would be kind of like New Year's Eve. You get to 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8, and then Happy New Year. But instead of Happy New Year, it'd be July 4th. And so he had brought the idea to me, and it's his first event like this that he's ever hosting, and like I have been wanting to be like that person. I've been wanting to do it for years, and once he came with me with the opportunity, I was like, I can't say no, man, because like this town, we usually have things happening on the 4th weekend. They canceled the fireworks for July 4th. They're doing it like July 11th or something like that. They're not doing the July 4th celebration on July 4th. So there's really nothing going on here July 4th, and for us to be the only thing that's going to be happening that weekend, because obviously July 4th is on a Sunday, but if we're going to be ringing it in on Saturday, and then for it to be at that venue, it's a historic venue, and man, for me to have that opportunity, I couldn't say no, man. So I was like, all right, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. And who knows, man? Maybe I'll drive back down there on the 4th and meet you for the last night.
No,
Who
don't
knows,
do it.
dude? But for sure, when he brought that idea, like the whole idea that he brought to me, the opportunity that like I have been itching to get because I wanted to be the first to have like a performance there and like host it as like a and utilize it as a performance venue, and just for it to come to fruition like this, man, I couldn't say no.
Of course, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't want you to pass up any good opportunities like that. So I'm very happy for you. I'm just pulling your leg.
Well, I appreciate it, man, because it's so cool to know that I bring that much energy to the table that people want me to stick around. So I love it, man. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, it's those good vibrations, man.
Yeah, good vibration. I don't know how it goes, but so where is the July 4th Sugar Creek Festival gonna be hosted at, my man?
It is in a beautiful area called Cave and Rock at a campground called Hog Rock, and this campground can have about 20,000 people. There's this festival that the owner does, and it's actually called Hog Rock. And he has this festival 2 to 3 times a year, and he brings out around 10 to 20,000 people every time, and it's crazy. I mean, people run around naked. It's more like a biker festival, but it's really cool. I've never got to experience it. I've always wanted to play there. Um, but it's a huge campground. We got hot showers. We're gonna have workshops. We're gonna have live music. We got a DJ stage. We have 3 stages. We got the DJ stage, main stage, which is gonna have all the acts, and then the Super Jam stage, which is gonna be the open jam stage. And yeah, plenty of workshops. There's gonna be people doing yoga, teaching you how to do fire flow, some various other things as well. And like I said, hot showers, bathrooms. I think he sold out of all the teepees. He had teepees with electricity and stuff like that.
That
And
is
I
so
think there's an
cool.
artist lounge. He has a lounge just for the artists. Evan, one thing I really like about Sugar Creek Music Festival is Evan takes care of his performers. If you are an artist there, he makes sure that you are taken care of. He is just so professional. I mean, he's been doing this for 8 years, and he's won some, he's lost some, and I've watched him grow so much from the very first one. And actually, if it wasn't for him, the Super Jam would have never existed because that's where I got the idea. Was the first Sugar Creek Music Festival, and so I'm
That's
very thankful.
crazy.
Yeah, what happened was the last band ended at 1 a.m. and people were still itching for music. So I was like, well, which is jam, so I tried to get everyone together. We just jammed, and it was so cool. So I called it Bongo Pablo Super Jam. It just originally was called Super, Super, and then I started hosting the open jams at bars, and of course at Sugar Creek Music Festivals. And then 2 to 3 years later down the road, my buddy Jesse Payne, who was playing in the Super Jam, um, he called it Soopa, which was Soopa.
Yeah. The tattoo Soopa.
Uh-huh.
Super.
So then it became Bongo Pablo Super Jam. And
Which
it
honestly sounds way better. I'm just saying, it sounds way
Oh yeah,
cooler.
no, I mean, I was just going for basic, and then he went above and beyond. Well, that's what makes it so great is everyone else's creative input. I mean, half the time I'm not even playing; I'm just doing sound and taking pictures and doing video and just trying to be there for everyone. So when I am on stage, it's very magical. There used to be a lot of pressure. I used to have a lot of anxiety whether or not I could hang with these guys because they were just all so talented. And I'm finally over that, and I can just do what needs to be right at the moment, and it feels so good. And once you get to that level as a musician, you'll really appreciate the open jam a lot more, and you'll notice um, when other musicians are actually listening and waiting for that right moment to strike. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And That's just one of the best things about the Super Jam. I mean, it's literally art and magic being created right in front of you.
Oh, 100%, man. I know. Just it. I love. Before I met you, before I was introduced to the Super Jam, I had always had a knack for creating things on the fly. Just like, all right, well, I can't think of a song right now, but I got a guitar, I got a voice. The least I can do is create something. And like I had done that a bunch of times on my own, and every now and then I'd be able to do it with somebody else. But finding people to do it with is like very, very hard. As a solo artist, people want to come up and jam, or you go to an open mic, and even then it's like a little, there's a little like distance in between you and someone else where you can't really be as cohesive. Showing up to the Sugar Creek, and like ever since then, every time we've jammed, it's always been like super cohesive. Like, all right, we got it, boom, and it just works. It works the way that it just falls together. It's like tender meat falling off a bone. You know what I mean? It's perfection, dude. It's nice because like it's so hard to find outside of the Super Jam, and when you come to the Super Jam, it's like it's just normal, and it's like you're saying, you look at other artists and they're just like like you can tell they appreciate it, you can tell they're listening, and it's just a beautiful thing overall.
There's definitely other times too where you can tell that the musicians are beginners, and you'll notice that they're just stepping all over everyone, and it gets a little frustrating at times because more than half the time I'm on the drums, so there's nothing I can do, and there's just times where I just want to grab my fucking cane and it's like, okay, you tried, but you just gotta go, man. You just gotta go. I mean, I love it, and I love giving everyone an opportunity, but there are times where it does become a nuisance. There's definitely highs and lows of the Super Jams, and I think one of the biggest issues is people like getting really intoxicated and messed up, and then they just try to go on the stage and try to jam, and it doesn't work out that way. Like you got to have some sort of awareness, and you
Oh
can't just
yeah,
go in
yeah,
there
yeah.
completely trash and then expect to do something magical.
I mean that's the kind of risk. That's what would you say, the highs and lows, like you were saying. It's kind of a risk that you run, having an open jam at a festival, because people are out there to have a good time, and a lot of the times having a good time has a lot to do with this or smoking or whatever it is that you like to indulge in, and sometimes you indulge too much, and then we got to tell you like, hey man, how about you just enjoy from the audience, and maybe we can try again tomorrow or something.
Yeah, that's why I'm definitely glad is I got a crew with me to help me out when that happens, and it seems like everyone's really level headed, so they're not going to like yell at them or get aggressive. There's a special finesse when it comes to trying to get someone off the stage. You can't just be super aggressive. You got to just be like, okay, come here.
Right? Well, you gotta know how to play with people's energy too. Like you can,
Yeah,
like you're saying,
yeah.
you don't gotta be aggressive. It's unnecessary.
Well, you never
But
know what anyone's going through.
absolutely, man, 100%. So I do have to ask you, man, outside of the Bongo Pablo Super Jam and all of us jamming together, what artists are you looking forward to the most out of this whole lineup for the July 4th festival, Sugar Creek Music Festival?
Act Casual. They're playing the Thursday pre-party, and dude, that lead guitar player is amazing. He's like a maestro. It's
Yeah.
guitar, saxophone, bass, and drums. They're a four-piece, and
Nice.
they are an intense, serious jam band, and definitely one of my favorites. They played last year, or they played at the Family Jam, and it was definitely a highlight. And I'm surprised that they're just playing Thursday pre-party. I think maybe it was a good idea on Evan, so he can try to get people to show up early because they're definitely a hit. And the next one will be Blake Gardner and the Farmers. I jammed with him at Kaylin's camp. He was there Thursday and Friday, and I jammed with him before, but he is just so much fun. He knows a good amount of material that's not too hard that everyone can just play with and jam with. And when we did a super jam at Kaylin's camp, it was me on drums, John Sabo from Eternal Twig on guitar, Emerson on the bass, Blake Gardner on the guitar, and then Sam McInnes was doing some lead vocals, some backup vocals. And it was
Nice.
really good for us not practicing and just getting through it. You know, we just so happen to know the songs and we were just all comfortable with it. And Blake is just so easy to work with. He just turns his back to the crowd for a second and shows us all the chords real quick, and then we're good to go, you know? And he's just got such a great positive attitude that I love working with and I love jamming with. So I had a good talk with him over the weekend. He's going to be hanging out with us too, and hopefully his band too, because they're a lot of fun to play with too. I played with his lead guitar player at the Family Jam, and he was definitely in tune to what was going around him, and he just waited for that part. You could just tell, and the musician just knows when it's the perfect moment to strike. And his
Yo.
lead guitar player had that awareness, and it was beautiful.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I love. I mean, I could go on 100,000 times talking about how like I love the cohesiveness that you almost attract. You're just a magnet for it, for these artists that are just like they just want to jam. So you're just like, why don't you come over here and do it? And then they come over here and do it, and then all of a sudden you got moments like that where you see like these lead guitarists come in whenever they need to go in, or like the musicians come in when they want to, and then they go on and perform their own sets, and you can just appreciate them even more so because now they're playing with the people that they play with all the time.
Yeah. There's actually some structure there, not just the open jam craziness of who's going to play what, and who's following who.
Right. So obviously this is a whole family event. Family, like I'm talking about, like everyone from your grandparents to your children can come to the event. What are the prices for the July 4th weekend?
Early advance at $65. If you don't get them in advance, which I suggest you do, it's $80 at the gate. And I think there is a pre-party. Yeah, it's $15 extra for the pre-party. So if you decide to come on Thursday, it's going to be $80, which is actually a really good deal. If you just buy it in advance, you can get you'd be paying. I mean, if you don't buy them in advance, you pay $80 anyways at the gate. So if you just pay $80 ahead of time, you can get
You
Thursday,
get the
Friday, Saturday,
pre-party.
Sunday. Yeah, you get the pre-party, which is at Casual, which is my favorite band, and which I definitely suggest everyone goes and sees because that guitar player is a maestro. He's a machine, man. He's just freaking. He's amazing.
So you said there's the DJ stage, the artist stage, and then the Bongo Pablo stage. Are they all running at the same time on every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Are there certain times where you want to come into the table and then the DJ table gets activated, or DJ stage gets activated later on? What is that looking like?
The DJ stage starts a little later. I think it starts at around 9 and it goes to like 3 or 4. And the main stage, they'll be having bands go on and off. And during the setup and teardown times is the time where I'm allowed to be active, which I talked to Evan about it. And he's like, well, if some musicians just want to come up and jam and it just happens to be in that moment, then let it happen. So I did kind of
Nice.
get the go that I can jam whenever I want to, but I'm going to be respectful for the main stage, of course, and follow that protocol. But if something magical just decides to happen, I definitely got to take advantage of that situation and just let the magic be created, or else I feel like I would be missing out on that moment. And that's kind of a big deal to me.
Understood, man. I mean, there's so many moments that I wish we had recorded like that. I think one thing, I don't know if you're planning on doing it or not, but like recording these jam sessions, even like little snippets of it to put together, kind of like how they had that the reflection video. I don't know what you would call it, but just a culmination of like clips from the Sugar Creek. I think the first one that I went to, the one that I have on my wall, I think it's just called regular Sugar Creek. But anyway, it's just a bunch of clips of like people jamming, having a good time, spinning fire and stuff like that. I think you should create your own Bongo Pablo highlight reel. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And like have like maybe like a camera on the side of the stage, always aiming, and turn it on whenever, turn it off whenever. save your whatever you want to call it, put it in a computer or something, and later on come back, mix and mash it, and then put together your own Bongo Pablo Super Jam highlight.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be going live on Facebook, either on my page, the Bongo Pablo page, my personal page, the Bongo Pablo page, and Evan does let me go live on the Sugar Creek page as long as it's all Sugar Creek Music Festival related. He lets me he let me be an admin on that, and just for that reason, just so I can go live and help get the word out. Anything that promotes Sugar Creek. So I'm going to do a little bit of a mix of all three. Just because Facebook really likes to restrict me if I go live on the same page more than once.
Really?
Oh yeah. Facebook is all about restricting me when I go live. They don't like giving me that free advertisement.
What the fuck? I thought they would want that. You know,
no, they're
that's
not
weird, man.
They're definitely I can tell because it's like, man, I got over 4,000 friends and I will have 0 viewers. I'm like, why is that happening? Why do I have over 4,000 friends and for some odd reason I can't even get 1 viewer? Like, what am I doing wrong here? You know, and I know I'm not doing anything wrong.
You got any secret haters out there, bro? That might be it, man. You get one little I don't want to see this video type shit, and then like that just avalanches. Because like I know just from personal experience, man. This whole I had an incident probably like 6 months ago or something like that where like I wasn't letting this cancel culture get to me. Like I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't gonna give a fuck. But ever since then, it's been like it was a little hard for a little bit to get viewers, but then like once like time passed, it was okay. You know, now it's all right. But like it seems like these sometimes these haters, man, they get online, they press those little buttons, say report this or whatever it is, and all of a sudden you're not getting as many viewers as you could be getting, should be getting. You know, especially being friends with over 4,000 people like you are. Like you can't get no views. I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, my page has 1,300 likes too, and sometimes I can't even get 1 viewer. And I think either Facebook wants money, or maybe it's because most of my bands do cover songs, so there's an issue with that as well. There might be some copyright issues because we do play a lot of blues and a lot of country. I know one time I did Jamie Foxx "Do What It Do" with my band Bongo Pablo and Friends.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what? You know the song "Do What It Do" by Jamie Foxx?
Dude, I'm gonna look it up right now.
It's a hot song. It's a love-making song, and
it's a love-making song.
Oh yeah, I sing it to my girl at Hangar. I called her out and told her the song was for her. She came up to the front of the stage. And I just played out the chords, started out for the band. I put my guitar down, and I sang it. But anyways, when I stopped the video, it said part of my video won't be played because of copyright.
Because you did a cover of it?
Oh yeah, it's a hard song. It's a very hard song, and I don't sing it as good as Jamie Foxx does, but I definitely try to pull it off. And it's just one of my favorite. It's definitely Jamie Foxx is a huge influence on me. And
really,
oh yeah, man, I love him. If I could be 10% of him, I would be happy.
Ooh,
yeah, it's a love-making song.
What it do, baby?
It's dirty too, man. It's dirty. He gets gritty on there, you know.
Bro, I'm gonna have to jam that. Do what it do, baby. It's the only way that Jamie Foxx can. That's funny, dude. Dang. He's holding in his picture, he's holding like a mic, like
yeah.
Dude, sometimes I look at like because you know, like early 2000s, late 90s, the advertisement for these artists, there was a lot of like looking away and like clothes flapping in the wind and like stuff like that. Sometimes I look at like these pictures of like these artists on their CDs and or like the tracks or whatever, and I think like I wonder what was going through their mind in that moment, because you know that's like the 200th time they took that fucking picture.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? But yeah, I always think about stuff like that though. But all
Yeah.
right, man. So obviously we talked about the dates, the time, the location. Super excited about this location. There's caves, right?
Nearby in Cave and Rock, there's this beautiful cave by the ferry, which you can take a ferry across the river. You put your car on the ferry and you drive across the river, and it takes you into Missouri and Kentucky. And it's really cool. It's definitely something you should see. And there's also definitely some nature around that area. I actually haven't been to Hog Rock Campground yet, so I have no idea what I'm dealing with. Evan reassured me that everything will be okay, and he's got it all covered. Like I said, he brought us a trailer with air conditioning. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to just die in the heat.
Hey,
So,
it's gonna be awesome though, man. I'm really excited about it. I mean, I was already really excited about it, but like once today like really set in, like we were gonna do this interview and then re-listening to the old one and then just realizing it's been since what, April? May? No, March? Was it March when we had it? March or April?
the festival
Yeah, yeah. The
is it
spring
April?
fling.
Uh-huh.
It
It
was
was
April.
April.
Yeah, it's been since April since I've seen everybody, since I've hung out with everybody. Man, once that set in, I was like, oh my God, dude, all this time, really all this time. But like I guess my truck did break down and now it's hard for me to get around. Luckily, my roommate lets me borrow her vehicle and I get to go wherever I need to go. But man, if it wasn't for her, I'd still be just like, man, fuck. I can't go anywhere. But yeah, super excited to have this going again. Super excited to be able to go and really be able to not only jam with you guys, but really enjoy the community that comes with going to these festivals, the camaraderie that comes with getting on stage with everybody, the love that everyone's sharing, the old friends you haven't seen in forever that maybe I didn't get to see at Spring Fling. That like it's I love more than the music and I don't know if it's easy for me to say that I love anything more than the music, but I love the community. I love the vibes that these festivals bring, and I'm doing my best to get people out there too, man, because I want people to be introduced to this type of I wouldn't say lifestyle, but maybe it is lifestyle. I don't know, man. It's just a beautiful, beautiful way of life out there when you're out there with these people and like you walk up to a random campground and everyone's just like, hey, what's up, man? Why don't you come sit down and have a little something that I'm cooking right here? Or you have someone walking around and they're giving away whatever they're giving away, or someone's like selling like these cool little gem rocks, and next thing you know, you're just having a good time and you collected a bunch of things that you never thought you would want to collect, and you gave away a couple things that maybe you never thought you'd give away, but at the end of the day you made more friends, you had a great time, the community got to you, and you can't wait to get to the next one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, exactly. All of that. Yes.
So I guess what other festivals would you like to talk about?
Well, I told you to mark your calendars for this one because you were gonna come to the
Phoenix
Super Jam.
Fest.
Oh no, it's
Wait.
this is Willow Springs.
Oh, damn it.
But
That
we're
looked kind
gonna
of
talk
like.
about Phoenix Fest in a minute. But hopefully you did mark your calendars because you said you were gonna come to the because I got the Super Jam stage, July 30th through August 1st,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so I definitely I can't wait to bring you down for that because I'm doing open jam Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That weekend. We'll be on a little deck. We got a house to chill in. They got a house out there. They got a beautiful cave. That's where Caitlin's camp was. It's really good,
Nice.
beautiful people, good people, and I'm pretty excited about that. And of course, Phoenix Fest, which you will be performing at.
I mean, I'm
Um,
gonna I'm gonna be performing at both of them, but like I totally thought that was Phoenix Fest for some reason. I don't know
oh,
why,
it's
dude.
okay. It's
My
all good.
bad, my bad.
But
But
yeah, Phoenix Fest. We got Cluster Pluck, uh, Dustin Becker with Sturgeon Friends, hosting in the Aztecs, Bongo Jack, Dark Comets, John Wayne and the Pain, Byzantine Time Machine, Mr. Hydration,
yeah,
Bongo Pablo
yeah.
and Friends. Oh, and then Cybin City, August 6th through 7th. Blake Gardner and the Farmers, Jamie Goots and Friends, Casey Lee Rogers, who's a pretty good solo act. He's pretty amazing. He just does the solo act, but he's a really talented individual, one of my favorites. Restless Roots, Eternal Twig again, my buddy Pyrus Wade, Mr. Hydration, Hope Fiend, Bongo
Again.
Pablo and friends. It's gonna be a good time, and we're doing the last thing that we're doing Saturday night is the Super Jam. Mick was really having trouble finding that last act for Saturday, and I was just like, man, I was like, why are you gonna hire another band when like really, I really feel like people would rather just see an open jam, and he wasn't sure what to do, and I was like, come on, just let me do the Bongo Pablo Super Jam. It's gonna be great. I got all these great musicians. It's gonna be great. Just let me do it. So Saturday night, the very last act will be the Bongo Pablo Super Jam, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, it's going to be on Mark's sound system. Mark's got this beautiful, amazing sound system. There's nothing that he can't do.
I love Mark, man. I love Mark, and that's going to be at Tall Tree Lake, correct?
Correct. Tall Tree Lake in Vienna, Illinois.
Is it Vienna or Vienna?
Vienna or
Vienna.
Vienna. Come on.
Like Vienna sausages.
Yeah, Vienna sausages. Vienna sausages.
But yeah, all right, Vienna Lake.
Buddy, Daniel Kohler just popped in. I got
Oh,
so
yeah?
many people calling me right now.
What up, man? What's happening? What was that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Come say hi. This is my buddy Dan Comer. He's playing drums for the Bongo Pablo.
What up, dude? How are you, brother?
How you doing?
Doing good, man. How have you been?
I've been all right, man. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, man. I'm digging the shades. Digging the shades. Ah!
Gonna see you at the fourth.
Oh. What's that?
Coming to the fourth party.
Oh yeah, man. I'm gonna be there. I'll be there.
Be looking forward to seeing you, bud.
Hell yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody too.
Mike.
Yep, Mike Patron says, "What up, fellas?"
What up, Mike?
Oh, yeah, how have you been, man? Fill me in on your life, man.
Sorry, people keep calling my phone right now. Of course, everyone wants to call me while I'm doing an interview, and it's like messing up the live feed.
Oh man, I hate it when people do that. And I'm doing an interview. I'll be like, why? Why would you do that?
Well, they didn't know. It's not their fault.
I always assume they know. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, how dang, dude, that's so cool to see you guys together. What are you guys doing? Just hanging, jamming? What's going on?
We got a band.
Is there like some secret culmination going on? You guys concocting some music? Fill me in. I need to know these things.
Maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Just having a good time playing some music.
Hell yeah, man. So you guys live in the same town? Same area?
No,
he lives in Harrisburg.
How far is that from you guys?
it's about 45 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad. That's about how far me and Mike Patron live.
Yeah.
About 35 minutes apart.
Just far enough.
Yeah, right. Speaking of which, I need to meet up with Mike. We need to go floating or something. Go canoeing. Do some stuff.
Yeah, I like that guy. Go
yeah, he's awesome.
Prospect some love.
Yeah, the gold prospector. He always says the people are the gold. The people are the gold. So what kind of music are you guys working on?
Originals and covers. Just doing just mostly my material of the songs I wrote. For once I'm doing my material and not just being the shadow.
Nice. Hey man, got to get that original out there, man. Always. I've been working on some originals too, man, because I felt like that's one thing that's lacking in my performances lately is my original music presence. So I definitely want to make sure that when I get to these festivals, man, I'm feeding them to motherfucking people.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it, bro.
Hell yeah, man. So what's the plans after this? Are you guys gonna keep on jamming? You guys going out? What are you guys doing?
Well, Comer's going to be playing with me as Bongo Pablo and friends for Phoenix for 4th of July Sunday.
Oh hell yeah!
and then Cybin City, and then I haven't booked anything after that because it's just been crazy, man. I'm playing with Cornfish and Joey, and I definitely feel like I got more time for them than for my own act sometimes. So, but it is what it is. I love doing it. I love playing with Dan, especially. He's just been there for me, and he's taking time out of his own act because he's trying to do his own thing too. And I, of course, really appreciate the time that he wants to put in to play my originals and the covers that I want to pick. I know there's definitely some of them that, I may not sing as good, or, they just may not be as hot, but he still puts up with me and he plays with them.
Hey, man, music's music. That's how I look at it anyway. I love that. So, all right. So we talked about the festivals, man. Do you have any other shows that you would like to talk about? Maybe give some promotion to?
Oh, Cornfish. I tagged you in this, by the way. You need to go play at this venue. It's called Luna Lounge, and it's in Cesar, Illinois. It's a little bit of a drive, but she is looking for artists, and you would be perfect here. It's the first open marijuana open consume lounge. You can consume. Yeah. It's historic. You bring your own bud. You have to rent a glass because you're not allowed to drive away with paraphernalia.
Right.
But it's the first open consume cannabis lounge, and we're playing July 16th. It's a $10 cover charge. But you definitely
what is it? What is it called again?
Luna Lounge. LUNA Lounge. LOUNGE.
And where is it at?
It's in Cesar. It's about 40 minutes from me. Probably about 4.5 to 5 hours from you. But the owner of that,
Lounge of Cesar.
The owner of that, her name's Holly Wold, WOULD, and she's been going through hell just to open up this place because Southern Illinois can be a little ass backwards. They're not as accepting to what she's trying to do for the community, and so she's trying really hard to be there for this town that definitely needs to be brought back to life. And she's just been fighting tooth and nail, and I've been seeing all the hard work that she's doing, and I'm very thankful that she's going to let us be a part of that. And like I said, you would be a great fit there, so you should definitely contact her. And if you need,
I just pulled up a page, man. After this, I'll send her a message. I'll let you know that you sent me. And yeah, dude, I'd love to come down there, man, and do it. It seems like it's the first marijuana. What would you say? Call it the
open consume. You can openly smoke.
Consume marijuana
lounge. Yeah,
lounge.
You can openly consume, and it's totally legal. And like I said,
so cool, dude.
You have to rent the pipes
right now.
So there was a lot of people that were getting upset. They were like, "Oh, I could just smoke in my garage and listen to a band. Why do I have to pay for a pipe?" It's like, well, there's all these formalities and all this red tape. Like, I'm sorry, but if you want to smoke in the lounge, you got to rent a pipe or bring some papers. You can have, and it's cool. She's got people that are there that will roll your joints for you.
What? They got rollers.
Yeah, she's got joint rollers there. They'll roll the joints for you. How cool
what
is
the
that?
Fuck, dude?
You're supporting the local arts. You're supporting the local business. I mean, the only thing that she literally makes money off of is the door. And hopefully she'll find other ways that she can make money so she can keep the doors and the lights on. I'm sure she's going to figure it out because all this is definitely this is Illinois, and we're in buttfuck Southern Illinois with all these people that aren't as open-minded about this. They'd rather have another bar than some sort of marijuana consumer cannabis lounge. It's a lot of these people still look at it like it's the devil's lettuce, and
how is it dude? It's been so fucking long.
It's 2021.
For real, it's 2021. Get over that shit. Damn. Fuck, man. What else? It ain't crack. It ain't cocaine.
So she needs support. She really needs as much support as possible. And if you can look up Luna Lounge in Cesar, Illinois, you will see that this is a big deal because this is historic. This is the first
It is
ever
historic.
in Illinois. First ever. There's nothing like this in the whole state of Illinois. And
I'm bringing a whole party bus of motherfuckers down there, bro. We're all
yeah,
gonna get high as hell.
please,
That's
please.
crazy. It's an open consume lounge for marijuana. It is the first of Illinois.
Yes,
That is insane, dude. All right, I'm making it down there, dude. One way or another, I'm gonna play there. I'm gonna send her a message. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'd love to book a date with you, and then I'm promoting the fuck out of it, man.
Yeah, definitely, because you would definitely fit in. Even just you as a solo act, you would fit right in. It would be great for you. They would love you.
That's so cool, dude. Man, you know what's funny is I was thinking about that today, and I was gonna ask you about it, but I totally forgot once we got the conversation rolling. I totally forgot to ask you, but man, yeah, I definitely want to do that. That sounds so cool. Hell yeah, Mike Patrons. He says he's going. He says if he's free, let's go. All right, we're going, Mike. We're going, Mike. We're going. We're gonna get high as fuck. It's gonna be legal. It's gonna be inside. I'm taking videos. I might get naked. Who knows? I don't know.
Is Mike coming out to the 4th of July Sugar Creek Bash?
I don't know. Mike, are you coming out? Are you coming out of the closet to the July 4th music bash, Mike? What's going on here? Drum roll, please. Okay, I can't go on forever. He'll answer eventually. Oh, bang. Get out of here, Mike. Get out of here, Mike. I thought we were friends.
I want a doctor's note.
I want a doctor's note. For real, what the hell, prospector? The hell, man. Whatever, I guess. It's all right, man. I'll just go cry with Peter Julian over here.
Yeah,
we'll go cry on stage.
Super Jam stage.
I can cry if I want to. I can leave my friends behind. Because if Patron doesn't show, then Patron doesn't show, and then he's no friend of mine. Right.
Well, hey, I gotta go. We got a band practice, and I gotta talk to Joey. He won't stop calling me.
Hey, no worries, man. No worries at all. Do you have any last words before we let you go?
I fucking love you.
I
love you too.
Yeah, we love you.
My
heart.
My
we
heart.
cannot wait to see you at the festival. I'm so happy that you're coming out Thursday and Friday. Like I said, Dan's going to be there the whole weekend, and we're just going to be partying.
You guys should pose like a couple.
It's a strange angle.
It's very nice of you two.
But we can't wait to jam with you, man. It's going to be awesome. If I'm not playing drums, I'm sure Cohen will be playing drums and helping you out. So
awesome, brother. I can't wait to jam with you guys too, man. It's going to be an awesome time. All right, thank you guys so much for coming on the Mr. Hydration Station. Hope you guys have an amazing practice and an amazing day, and don't have too much fun. All right, man. All right, just kidding. Have all the fun.
Love you, brother.
All right, later, brother. That was Bongo Pablo of the Bongo Pablo Soopa Jam, aka Peter Julian. I cannot wait to go see him. Make sure you go out to the July 4th Sugar Creek Music Festival. It's over at Hog Rock. It's $65 right now if you buy ahead of time, and if you pay an extra $15, you get to go to the Thursday pre-party event. It's going to be amazing the whole night. And I'm going to be there from the 1st to the 2nd. I'm going to leave the 3rd because I'm coming back up here to Street, Illinois to jam at the Silver Fox for their first club night ever. You know what's cool? They're making history over there with the Cesar Lounge, having it be the first open consume lounge of marijuana in the state of Illinois. Well, I'm going to be the first club night at Silver Fox here in Streeter. So we're all making history, motherfuckers. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you go out to whatever you can get to, because it's going to be awesome all around that weekend. July 4th weekend, right? It's a weekend of freedom. And if you want to come count down the time until the July 4th, come out to the Silver Fox July 3rd. But if you're out at the festival, I'll forgive you. I'll forgive you for not coming out, because it's going to be a great time either way. So make sure you go out and support these festivals. If you want to know more about these festivals, make sure you go to my story on Facebook. It's Raul Contreras on Facebook. Go to my story. You'll see all the festivals that I'm going to, and these festivals that we talked about today are all on there. All right, that's it for me. Get out of my face. Come on, get out. It's time to go. Close the door behind you, man.